Good morning all of you. In the previous class we are solving the questions based on limits. Now today we are going to solve some questions of chapter limit. Let's see one by one. First we are taking the question, if fx is equal to mx square plus m, x is less than 0, nx plus m, where x less than equal to, sorry, here is x and here is 0, and this is less than equal to 1. Third, nx cube plus m, where x is greater than 1. We have to given this function and find the limit x tend to 0 fx and limit x tend to 1 fx. Both exist for what value of m and n? For what value of m and n? These both limit exist. Okay, so first we will solve for x tend to 0. So let's find left hand limit, and we find first limit x tend to 0 fx. Okay, so left hand limit is limit x tends to 0 minus fx, and limit we change this x tend to 0 and fx is what? F 0 minus h. We can write this. Now limit h tends to 0 and our function is for less than 0 m 0 minus h whole square plus n. Now what we write? If we are putting h is 0 here, we are getting this whole quantity is 0 and plus n. So this left hand limit is what? N. So our left hand limit is 1. Okay. Now right hand limit. Our right hand limit is what? Limit x tends to 0 plus fx. Limit s tends to 0 f 0 plus h. We can write this. Okay. Now what will be? Limit x tends to 0 and for x is greater than 0, our function is this. So we write and replace 0 with 0 plus h and plus m. If we are putting the value h is equal to 0 here, we are getting what? This is n 0 plus 0 plus m. So the value is what? The right hand limit is m and left hand limit is n. Okay. So for what value of m and n this limit exists? So we write if n will be equal to n, then left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, and then limit x tend to 0 fx exists. Okay, so what we have done here, first we have find the left hand limit and left hand limit is this, x tend to 0 minus fx, f 0 minus h, so m 0 minus h whole square, so h is 0, so we write left hand limit is our n. Now right hand limit x tend to 0 plus fx, limit h tend to 0, we can write f 0 plus h, so our n 0 plus h m, so right hand limit is m. So limit x tend to 0 fx exists when the left hand limit and right hand limit is equal to are same or coincide. So our left hand limit is n, right hand limit is m. So if m will be equal to n, then left hand limit will be equal to right hand limit and the limit this exists. Okay. Now we will see the second part. We will find limit x tend to 1 fx. Okay. Now see the second part. Now we have to find limit x tend to 1 fx. Okay. So for this what we will do? We will take again left hand side, again right hand limit, and we will see on which value of m and n they are coincide. Okay. So left hand limit x tends to 1 minus fx, limit x tends to 1, so if we write here s tends to 0, f 1 minus h. Okay, we write 1 minus h, so f 1 minus h, so we replace this. So the function is what? For x is less than 1, our function is nx plus m. So we write n 1 minus h plus m. Now putting the value we get n 1 minus 0 plus m. So it will be m plus m. So our left hand limit is what? Our left hand limit is m plus n. Now right hand limit. Go for right hand limit. Limit x tends to 1 plus fx. We write. Now we write limit h tends to 0 f 1 plus h. Okay. Now what we will do? Limit h tends to 0. Now see here, for x is greater than 1, our function is nx cube plus m. So nx cube x cube. So we write 1 plus h cube plus m. Okay, no doubt. So now put the value of the limit, we get n 1 plus 0 to the power 3 plus m. Now we get n plus m. Okay, so our left hand limit is m plus n and right hand limit is what? N plus m. So both are same. So the limit of the function exists. Okay, because we are seeing that left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. So limit x tend to 1 fx is what? M plus n. Okay. Now we will see the next question. Our next question is Our next question is evaluate limit x tends to 1, sorry, infinite 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot 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 n divided by n square. Okay, so we have to evaluate the limit of this function. Here is n tends to infinite. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, this is what? This is summation n. This summation n. And value of summation n is n plus 1 by 2. We already know it. So we write limit n tend to infinite. This is summation n upon n square. Now limit n tend to infinite, the value of summation n is n plus 1 by 2 into n square. Okay, now n and n cancel. Now limit n tend to infinite, we take n outside, 1 plus 1 by n upon 2n. So this n and n cancel. Now put the value infinite here, we get 1 plus 1 by infinite by 2. So we get this term will be 0, this term will be 0. So 1 by 2 will be our answer. Okay, what we have done, we have seen our function is 1 plus 2 plus 3 dot dot n, and we know that clearly that this is what? This is summation n, and the value of summation n is n plus 1 by 2. Okay, so we can write at the place of this summation n, and summation n is n plus 1 by 2 n square, and n cancel. Now take n outside, 1 plus 1 by n, here is n, so n and n cancel. Now put the limit. So we are seeing that this is 1 by infinite, and this will be what? 0. So 1 by 2, this is answer. Now we are taking another question. Our next question is let fx is equal to ax plus b by x plus 1 limit x tends to 0, fx is 2 and limit x tends to infinite, fx is 1, then prove that f minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, what we have given? We have given fx is equal to ax plus b upon x plus 1, and limit x tends to 0, fx is equal to 2, limit x tends to infinite, fx is equal to 1, then prove that f minus 2 is equal to 0. So let's start. First we have to given this. Okay, so we have to given limit, so take limit x tends to 0, fx is equal to 2. Now put our function is what? Ax plus b by x plus 1, this is equal to 2. Now put the value limit x tends to 0, so write a into 0 plus b upon 0 plus 1 is equal to 2. So b is equal to 2. Okay, b is equal to what? 2. Now take another, this limit x tends to infinite fx, so limit x tends to infinite fx is ax plus b by x plus 1, and this is equal to 1. Now we will take x common, so we get a plus b by x upon x 1 plus 1 by x, this is equal to 1. Okay, we have taken x outside. Now this x and x will be reduced, so put the value here, a plus b, this is infinite upon 1 plus infinite, so it will be 0, it will be again 0. So now this is equal to 1, and so a by 1 is equal to 1, this implies a is 1. So our a is 1 and b is 2. Now we have to find the value of f minus 2, and which should become 0. So let fx is ax plus b upon x plus 1. Now put the value f minus 2 is minus 2 into a is 1 plus b is 2 upon minus 2 plus 1. So this is 0 by minus 1, this is 0. Hence proved. Okay. Now what we have done? We have taken the function this and we have to given limit x tends to 0, fx is equal to 2, and limit x tends to infinite, fx is equal to 1, and then prove that f minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So limit x tends to 0, fx is equal to 2, limit x tends to 0, we have considered this limit, and now put the value of x tends to 0, we get b is equal to 2, again limit x tends to infinite, taking x outside, x will be cancelled, put the limit, we get a is equal to 1, now here we are seeing we are getting a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2, now we have to find the value of f minus 2. So put the value of minus 2, a and b in this function. Then after solving ax plus b upon x plus 1, putting value minus 2 into 1 and plus 2 upon minus 2 plus 1, this is equal to 0. Okay. So next question. Next question is limit x tends to infinite under bracket x square plus x plus 1 minus x square plus 1. We had to evaluate this limit. Okay, so we have to evaluate this limit. So let us start. Limit x tends to infinite. Under root a x square plus x plus 1 minus x square plus 1 upon under root x square plus x plus 1 plus under root x square plus 1, and multiplied also here under root x square plus x plus 1 minus under root x square plus 1. Okay. Now we have done, we have rationalized this. We multiplied the positive sign of the numerator to the both denominator and numerator. Okay. So we write here also plus. Now what we are getting, limit x tends to infinite. This is a minus b, this is a plus b. So it will be x square plus x plus 1 whole square and x square plus 1 whole square. Okay. Now in the denominator it will be x square plus x plus 1 plus under root x square plus 1. Okay. Now limit x tends to infinite. Here we get x square plus x plus 1 minus the square root will be removed with the square. So x square minus 1 upon again x square plus x plus 1 plus under root x square plus 1. So this will be cancelled. So we are getting x in the numerator. Okay. Okay. Now what we will do here? Now limit x tends to infinite, taking the x common in the denominator. Okay. What we get? We get under bracket it will be 1 plus 1 by x plus 1 by x square and plus again 1 by just 1 and plus 1 by x. Okay. Now put the limit. This will be cancelled. Okay. So put the limit. What we get? Here is 1 and here 1 0 0 plus 1 and this is 0. So 1 plus 1. So we are getting 1 by 2. Okay. So it will be our answer. What we have done, we have just rationalized this and multiplied the positive sign in the numerator and denominator of this. Now take another question. Take another question. Our next question is limit x tends to 0 x minus sin x upon sin cube x. Okay, so first what we will do? First we will solve it. We will change the tan x into sin and cos, and we take common first. Okay, so let limit x tends to 0 sin x by cos x minus sin x upon sin cube x. Now limit x tends to 0, taking sin x outside, 1 by cos x minus 1 upon sin cube x. Okay. Now this sign will be cancelled in sin square x ten. So limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by cos x sin square x. We can write this also. Okay. Now limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x upon cos x, and this can be written as 1 minus cos square x. So we write limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x, 1 plus cos x. So in the numerator it will be just, and in the denominator we write cos x, 1 minus cos x, 1 plus cos x. Okay, so we get limit x tends to 0. Here this is cancelled. Now we get 1 by cos x, 1 plus cos x. Now we put the value of limit. We get 1 by cos 0, 1 plus cos 0, and you know the value of cos 0 is 1, so we write 1 plus 1, so the result is what? 1 by 2. Okay, so what we had done, we had to given this question tan x minus sin x upon sin x sin cube x, and we had to find the limit of this function. So first what we will do, we will solve this. Now we change this tan x into sin and cos, and this is minus sin x upon sin cube x. Now taking sin x outside, 1 by cos x minus 1. Okay, no doubt. Now here is taking sin x outside, and here sin cube x. So cancel this term, and we get what? Sin square x. So limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x, taking LCM, 1 minus cos x, and this cos x is will come in denominator, and this is sin square x. Now this sin square x can be written as 1 minus cos square x, and here we write this a square minus b square. In first bracket a minus b, and in second bracket a plus b. So the negative term a minus b will be cancelled from the numerator and denominator. So we get 1 by cos x, 1 plus cos x. Okay. Now we have the limit x tends to 0. Now put the limit x tends to 0. Here 0. And you know the cos x is 0. Cos 0 is 1. So 1 by 1, 1 plus 1. So we get 1 by 2. Okay. Thank you.